In this video, we're going to look at a couple of techniques to enhance students' torso rotation in the forward stroke. Though we'll be using the forward stroke here, the concepts should translate to their other strokes as well. The first two examples are impractical for incorporation into everyday strokes, but the second two are tools you can use all the time. One of the goofy techniques you can have a little bit of fun with in class is something I'll call helmet hand. In this technique, the back of the top hand is placed against the helmet and the stroke continued through. You can see that this really does work on torso rotation. It's going to be tough for the students to keep a forward direction, but don't let them worry too much about that. Just focus on the rotation itself and get used to what it feels like to be turning their shoulders from one side to the other. The crossbow tap overextends the normal rotation of the forward stroke and asks the students to tap the opposite side of the bow. This over-rotation makes it seemingly easier to achieve full rotation once you revert back to a normal stroke. Again, this is going to be one of those that makes you feel a little goofy, so have fun with it. This one we'll call Centerline. You'll notice the white piece of tape at the center of the paddle shaft that's moving well outside of the paddler's knees when there's good rotation going on. In contrast, if the paddler is just arm paddling and not getting good torso rotation, you can see that piece of tape stays pretty much at the knees or inside of the knees during the stroke. If you can convince students to adopt this technique with their own paddle, it gives them a pretty constant reminder of what they're doing and an encouragement for them to enhance their torso rotation. The technique I relied on for developing my own stroke I'll term top hand height. The goal here is to monitor the height of the top hand on each stroke and not allow that hand to drop in the course of the stroke. Achieving this requires torso rotation. Be sure not to make the stroke too long in the process, but perfecting this form should help with rotation. I hope a couple of these tips are helpful and that you enjoyed watching. Come back and see us.